Alright, you can see that there's a bit of a learning curve here. I don't have enough tape down this way evidently. This one was fine. This is cutting on the outside and this was cutting on the inside. I like the outside better. I need to space my letters out a little bit so that they don't overlap. Okay, I'm going to redo my logo. I'm going to figure out a way to set my tool, or my tool lid on here and use this tape as my markers and then place my logo on that. Alright, to give you an idea what I'm doing here, I've got my workspace set up here, my tool cover here, and it's flush because this is Baltic birch is a little thinner than this piece of 1/2 inch, but I've got it shimmed up so that it's flush. You know, ideally this would be the same piece of material out here, but I don't have anything right now that is that big. So I'm going to do it this way. Alright, my first project with my shaper router, I engraved Festool on top of one of my toolboxes that holds my MFS, and it looks fantastic. I'm pleased as punch over this one. I learned some things, but overall I'm very happy. So here they are, all the boxes that I've made for my tools. Got them all engraved. They look really nice. So as an engraving machine, it does a really good job. Looking forward to finding out what else I can do with it. Here you see why I'll never build another solid wood box again. There's just too much movement. But the logo looks good. I have one more logo left to do. I forgot about my Dowel Max box. And I've been trying to figure out how to locate this thing, you know, dead nut center on the logo. Well, you can see there that crosshair is matching up with the crosshair on my center spot of my box lid. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with that later, but for now, that should be exactly where I want it. And then I'm going to show you another method here as soon as I get done cutting this one. That's perfect. So let me show you the other method I had been using here. Okay, so most routers come with a little tick mark on them to locate center. This one did not, so I made my own. I just scribed a line there, basically removed the paint with the with a finish nail in my square. And now that I know where dead nut 0 is on the other side, take the dust collection off here. I can take and scribe a line on this side. And then I can locate, I can either locate it with the screen or locate it with the scribe marks on my workpiece. And what I mean by that is I'll draw a center line here and a center line there. And then, because sometimes it doesn't show up on the scan, then I can center my router on that mark and this mark by matching up the scribe marks here and here. So I'm going to put a scribe mark on the other side here, or on this side and the other, and hopefully that'll get me reasonably close to center. Right, I lost my mark, or my measurement on my tri-square, so I had to redo this. I'm doing it on the back side. I'm not going to cut it, but I just laid it out. So you can see my logo is right on the center line there, the crosshairs. And my center mark down here matches up to that line. So I'm located here. Then all I did was come over to this side and took my tri-square, being careful not to move this, and brought this out until I was right above the line there, and then locked it in place this time. so that's that one. And now I can take and use this and scribe a mark here, and I'll be very, very close. Alright, I got it laying on its back here, so this is that dimension that I came up with. Got my trusty finish nail there. And I'm just taking this square, butting it up to my measurement. Well, and that should be my center mark. For my other line. So now I've got the center spindle marked in both directions, and when I place my logo on my workpiece, I can use these lines to get me close. Just by doing this. So alignment and alignment. I'm a little off here. There and there. Now I'll put another mark on the other side here, and then if my line extends all the way across, that'll help me get things squared up. Up until now I've been doing it this way, just putting my square on here, making sure the base is square, making any fine-tune adjustments I need to make. But that one looks pretty good. I'd be good to go right there. So this, at this point, I would place my logo or design, whatever design I'm using.